Who is this mysterious masked figure I play as in Minecraft? What is his backstory and how did I go about designing him? And why do I constantly change his outfit? All these questions and more will be answered as I go over the history of Miedo. Yo, what up fellow gamers, this is Intense Gamer here, and as I said at the start, I will be covering the design process and origin story of my Minecraft skin and character, Miedo. This is for anyone that's generally confused about my Minecraft skin, or is really interested to hear what my Minecraft skin is all about. So, let's get into it. The first concept idea I had for my Minecraft skin was when I tried to make one that resembled me. As in many games that allow you to create a character, I will almost always try to replicate myself. However, it didn't turn out as well as I'd hoped. The main thing preventing me from using the skin in the first place was the hair, but after a while I recolored it to what it is today. In fact, here's a side-by-side comparison of my face along with my Minecraft character's face. Now, some other changes I made over some time include changing the shirt and pants color, but one day I wore the same outfit but instead of the green shirt that I had, I instead wore a blue plaid shirt. I liked the outfit with this shirt so much it inspired me to change the shirt once more to this final concept. And yes, this, along with the clothes seen in my previous concepts, as well as some other variants of this skin, are based off of actual outfits I currently or previously own. Now, in order to explain why I added the mask my character wears, we need to go back a couple years and talk about an interesting question I came across in the Payday 2 community. If you were a heister, what would be your mask, suit, and preferred weapons? At first, the concept of my character was Diablo, wearing a suit a little similar to Sokol's black skull mask. He wields dual revolvers and a claymore sword. Now keep in mind, this was 2 years ago, a little before the Chivalry Pack and way before Sangre's was released. Regardless, even I felt this was way too simple and boring, but after a while I've since changed the concept of my character. Starting with his codename, I changed it from Diablo to Miedo, which is the Spanish word for fear. I also chose to have him wear the same blue shirt and green jacket I previously showed, ever since characters such as Bodhi and Rust were added into the roster. He also wields a slightly different revolver, being one that reloads a little bit more like this. Which in my eyes is both more interesting and practical, especially when dual wielding. And for melee, Miedo uses a wooden rod. Yeah, I know, but the reason I changed it to this is because we already have a medieval sword, and I feel like Miedo would use swift but powerful strikes to non-lethally take down enemies. And finally, I designed the mask when I was creating My Heister for the My Heister contest held during the Search Potential event, which, as you've most likely seen, my character didn't end up winning, but I felt like it was worth trying nonetheless. But anyways, back to the mask. I actually quite like this design and feel like it describes Miedo's character quite well. Let me explain. So the mask overall represents fear and insanity. The black represents the somewhat dark nature of Miedo. The flames resemble the fiery rage that burns within him. The evil grin is meant to strike fear into his enemies, and the fact that the flames are green shows that there is still some good in Miedo. And now for a quick rundown of Miedo's story in terms of Payday 2 lore. Basically, Miedo is a mercenary who gets in contact with Bane and the Payday gang, but he's not particularly in it for the money. He's in it for revenge. He comes to the Payday gang with a list of people that have wronged him in the past, and needs their help tracking down and taking care of them, as he can't do it alone. Now let's talk about some of the different versions or variants I've made for Miedo. First off, there is of course the default variant I have of Miedo, but along with this I also had a yellow raincoat based off of the one seen in the Payday 2 remake of Greenbridge, which I would toggle on and off from time to time using the skin customization in the options. Next up, during the month of October, I had Halloween Miedo, which had a wrecked orange mask, a red plaid shirt, and various wounds and tears all over his body. And as an accessory, I had a blue blanket, poncho, robe, whatever the heck you want to call it, as a stand-in for the raincoat. After October, I decided to switch things up and went with an outfit based off of the tactical gear seen in the Payday 2 remake of Diamond Heist. Unfortunately, this didn't last very long, as I actually had to change my skin to avoid criticism due to some events that were occurring in the news at the time. But luckily I was prepared with another version that I had ready to go, 80s Miedo. I had this skin made because of a resource pack that I had been working on for a few weeks, which I don't understand why none of y'all like it, but that's something for another video. Now after about a week, I actually got kind of bored with the skin and wanted to go back to the original version I had, but also wanted to try something different for a change. So what I decided to do was keep the green jacket, but make the rest of the outfit similar to the casual suit seen in Hitman. And finally, for the month of December, I have Christmas Miedo, with a red jacket, green shirt and pants, an icy blue mask, a Santa hat, and for the accessories that I can toggle on and off, black boots, and a navy blue scarf. Now what is my plan after December? I actually don't know. I'd like to go back to the original version that I had, but also have a couple of other outfits I'd like to try. And that's about it. I hope you found this story and explanation interesting. Even though my character concept didn't make it into Payday 2, despite the amount of thought I put into his design and backstory, I can at least somewhat make him a reality in this way. Let me know what you guys think of Miedo now that I've explained his design and backstory, as well as any other questions you may still have in the comments. That's all for now guys, I'll see you in the next video and y'all have a great day.